So hello everyone, my name is Bruce Blessing, 17 years of age. I'm a current member of the Smart Children Club here at 𝐒𝐭𝐮𝐝 organization and also the current president. I study at the Great Othaya High School.
Guys, my name is 𝐒𝐭𝐮𝐝. I'm 16 years of age. I study at Babadogo Secondary School. I am a member of Smart Children Club.
My name is Josephine Achieng, 17 years. I study at Mirogi Girls, a member of Smart Children Club.
My name is Peter Rashid from 𝐒𝐿𝐴 organization. I'm 17 years of age. I study at Kodero Bara Boys Secondary.
So, back to me. I'll be your host for the day, and with me I'm joined with three very delightful panelists. So our topic of discussion today is the current school fires and strikes. So we want to analyze what are the causes, what are the challenges that us as the students are facing, so to the point where the schools are being closed. So for my first question to my panelists, what do you think is the root cause of the school fires and strikes?
So, according to what you have just asked right now, what I can say, the cause of the fire in schools or the strike in school, what I can say about it is that the influence by the media, like the students are doing what they see from the media. So they get the negative influence from the media, and then they come and apply it to the inside the school compound. Thank you.
Also, I can say that the things that bring strike to school is the way the teachers discipline the students. Unlike to other students, they don't like the way their teachers they discipline them. You find that a teacher gets a student in a mistake, before asking or before atafute vile alianza makosa, anaanza kumchapa, whereby you find that the teacher anampiga to an extent that anamwacha with injuries. So the other students don't like that. Thank you.
So mimi nikiongezea naweza sema peer pressure. Juu unaweza pata kuna ka group bad company umeingia, yani mna plan kuchoma shule, so unaona yani ukosa kuchoma nini kufanya kitu anafanya, so unajiona uko odd one out. Yeah.
Also, I can add that lack of guidance and counseling from both parents and the teachers. Thank you. Back to you.
So, thank you to my panelists. But I've heard people saying that these fires are related to cults. Would you like to kindly comment on this?
Okay, thank you. It is true, some are related to cult, but you can't say that cult is something that is real, that is there. But at the moment a student takes a fuel to the dormitory and kisha kiberiti, how? So this means that somehow there is a devil inside it, because you can't tell me that God can lead you to doing something bad to your fellow students. So thank you.
So I can say that most schools, the fire in most schools is caused by peer pressure or social media. You can't find that a student with his common sense taking a fuel and a matchbox to go and light it at the dormitory and burn others, because of religious. That's not true totally.
Mimi naungana na Rashid kuhusu hiyo point yake, ni ukweli. Juu huwezi pata mtoto ati ni kichwa mbaya achukue tu mafuta na kiberiti aanze kuwasha dom. Yeah. Atake kuchoma watoto wenzake. Yeah.
So we've heard from our panelists. They've disagreed and agreed. These fires can be caused by cults, and can also be not caused by cult. Because if you were to say that the fires are caused by cults, the cults would have ended. For example, in Christian schools, yes, you can have cults in Christian schools, but many of them are not caused by cults. Many of them are caused. They are psychological prone. For instance, you go to a teacher, the head of the guidance and counseling department, and then the same teacher is the one who teaches you Kiswahili. And then when you came in the morning, you are late to class. And then the same teacher slaps you. And then you are expected to go to the same teacher to go and tell him or her your issues. So most of these school fires are psychological prone. Now, I would like to ask my panelists, since we are all from high school, how do the parents react when they hear of a certain school has been banned, a certain school has undergone a strike? What is their first reaction as parents?
So I can start by saying that most of the parents, they will be tensing or being traumatized since him or her feels that his son or her son is not safe there at the school, since most of the boarding schools are on fire. And to make the matter worse, even like other schools are setting fire while the parents are at schools, whereby this simply means that the children at the boarding schools are not safe. So the parents and the teachers should consider that.
Okay, thank you for the question. What I can say about how our parents react or how our parents feel is some of our parents blames the teachers, some blames the security, simply because how can kerosene and a matchbox be found inside the dormitory? To means that there is no security in our schools. So what I can say is that our dorm sections are not safe, because how can we be saying that we have the cadets inside the school and yet the security is so weak that even kerosene and matchbox can be found inside the dormitory until it reaches time where a student bans a fellow student. Thank you.
Mimi naongezea na vile Josephine amesema, juu security ni weak shule, juu inaweza kuwaje mtoto anaingia na mafuta na kiberiti, inawezekanaje na inapatikana shule, so it's not safe.
Also, I can add that it will reach to an extent whereby the parents will no longer be taking their children to boarding school, since the strikes and the fire tragedy that are experienced in boarding schools, since they will be feeling that their children are not safe there at the school. Since you are just sleeping like a parent, then suddenly a phone call is made to you that the school is on fire, come and take your child, whereby you find that a parent is at Nairobi, the school is at Mombasa. So the fear, and also the parent will be tensing. He don't know the safety of his or her child, if he is safe or hospital. Yeah.
So we've heard from our panelists. We've heard that they've told us how the parents react. So as a parent, they are seated at home. Imagine your child. Imagine having a child for like approximately 16 to 17 years, and then one morning you wake up and then you hear that your child burned in a fire that could have been prevented, because in many cases these school fires and strikes are always planned prior to. Students are always told prior. So how would you feel as a parent? Imagine you put yourself in the shoes of utumishi girls' parents. Your daughter was performing very well, and then one morning you wake up and she's gone. So parents, let's not play the blame game in this. It's not something that it always like it's good to happen, but most of the time it must happen for change to occur. Since our schools administrations they aren't doing anything, so our parents, let's not play the blame game. Let's not blame our students. Most of the time the problem never lies with the students. The problem lies with us, with you, the parents, and the school administration. It's just a way of communicating in which you have failed to teach us how to communicate our problems. Now, I would like to ask, what measures have been undertaken by the schools and the government in order to curb the school fires in general, in all schools, like in all boarding schools? What are the preventive measures that have been put in place in order to curb the fires?
So thank you for that question. So the preventive measure that have been put to some of the boarding school so far, I've seen that the parents and the administration, also without forgetting the fire station, they've come up with an idea of teaching the students on the safety measures when there is a fire at the schools. Also, the administration have come up with a plan whereby of installing the more than 3 doors on one dormitory, and also many windows which can enable the students to sneak out when there is a fire or there is an emergency at the school or the dorm section. Thank you.
Okay, what the administration or the government and the administration have done on the matters on school fire. Some of us, we have closed schools, as for now we are at home. Yet we are at home, schools have been closed, but still I can blame the government or the administration, because our school fees is going, our parents have paid for it. To me, it is there and it is working. And me here, I am at home. I don't even know what is the next thing that they are going to do about it, but my school fees is going. The syllabus, some of the scholars, they are continuing with the syllabus, but me, I'm there. I'm just there. I don't know even when am I going to go back to school. So me, I'm also worried on that matter of closing the schools. So the government should look onto it on that issue of closing down the schools. Thank you.
Na mimi naweza ongezea naweza sema government washughulikie nini shule juu hizo ma windows mwenye wanaweka ndogo ndogo, pia wanaongezea na chuma, so mtoto hawezi pata chance ya kutoka akipata class domi na chomeka, unaona. So wanafaa wa expand hizo dirisha, wasizieke yani ndogo ndogo wenye wezi sneak out kama moto imetokea. Mimi naweza sema tu hivyo.
So I've heard from our panelists, and their main concern is what are the preventive measures that will occur if the fires have taken place. But could we think long term? Why shouldn't we find a way to curb these fires like long term, like no more fires for like a century or like never again? Because let's say you put large windows, you put more doors, we reopen schools, right? You have curbed the fires just for now. But remember, the same people who have experienced the fires, for instance the grade 10s, there is always muscle memory. So in a time when they'll be pushed to the breaking point, the only thing they will turn to is fires. So how will we curb this thing? As a parent, please tell us in the comment section, how can we curb this thing long term? Now let me hear from our panelists, how can we do like a long-term prevention of these fires? Because if we put railings, if we put large doors, we put more doors, we decongest the dormitories, we are only doing that for now. But what about tomorrow? Are we thinking about this, our students tomorrow or our children tomorrow? We should now focus on doing this thing long term. So my panelists, how can we curb the fires long term? For one, I can give, it's let us teach our children, let us teach our students how to morally pass a message. For example, if they are not pleased with a certain condition in school or a measure, we should allow them to come and give their comments on this and this before making a decision, before going to the point of banning. So my panelists, what are your views? How can we, as the students, as the parents, as the governments, as the administration of schools, how can we curb the fires in schools long term?
So I can start by saying that first we should look for a solution whereby the parents and the students should come up and sit together so that the parent may know the problem that his son or her daughter is facing. Also, it is said that prevention is better than a cure.
Okay, in what Bruce has just said, I would like to add where we educate our students for in that matter of fire. So here, where we are educating them, we are also required to also guidance and counsel the children. Actually, for instance, the ones for Utumishi girls who experienced the fire, some of them have already sent their mentality that now even if we are going back to boarding school, what is going to happen next? Fire is still going to come. So we should guide and counsel the girls on matter on fire. Yeah.
Mimi naongezea na kusema yani tufundishe watoto wetu, wazazi wakuwe na hiyo time ya kidogo, wapetu watoto wao attention kidogo, waweze kuongea nao, wajue shida ni wapi. Ndo na government waeke hii time ya kufundisha watoto safety measures ya moto kitokea. Yeah.
So we've heard from them, we've listened. Now to add to what Michelle has said, parents, let's give our children time. Let us give them a little bit of your time. We don't need much, we just need a bit. Give me like 5 minutes in a day, compliment me, understand what I have done, understand what is taking place. Because in most cases, many people who are in high school are undergoing puberty, and puberty has a lot of changes physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and in this process we need a helping hand. So if we are to succeed in curbing these fires eternally, we need to give our children time. Let us understand our children when they say, "Mom or Dad, I don't feel like going to school." Don't be like, "Ni lazima uende, hapana analipa fees ndo ukae nyumbani. No, don't be like that. Understand your child. Ask them, why don't you want to go to school? And don't force them, don't coerce them. They have a reason. They will always open up. So parents, let's understand our students, let's understand our children. It's in us where the future lies, because once you don't understand me, how do you expect me to understand you when you're old? That's my take. Now, on my final question, in regards to what the Cabinet Secretary of Education announced on going back of schools that have been closed on Monday, what are your comments? Like, how do you perceive this? What are your reactions to this in regards to the school fires and strikes that are continuing, that have not yet stopped, that are continuing? Yeah.
So I can say that what the CS of Education said, it's not bad, but also it's bad, since there is no way you can just say that the boarding students should return to school without considering the safety of the children at the school, whereby you are just coming up with an idea because you are the CS saying that all students should return to school by Monday. Yet, you've not considered the safety of the students, whereby even the solution haven't yet gotten for the strikes and fire at the school. Even the CS himself hasn't yet visited some of the schools or the administration that the schools have caught fire or have strike to find out the solution that came up with that problem. So you should first consider the solution and prevention that should be taken to stop the fires, and so that the student can return to school. Because right now the parents and the students at home, mostly the parents who are having their children at the boarding schools, they just now they are feeling that boarding school is not safe for their children, since there is no way that a student, let's say that we have returned to school, yes, the solution haven't yet gotten. So then the following day your parent is then called that the school is on fire. Then what again?
Okay, according to what the CS said, first of all, the first question I would like to ask him is, are the dormitories that were burnt, are they repaired? Or we are going back to school to share our beds, in which in girls' school it is not right for a girl to share a bed with another girl. So to the CS, are we going back to school? Are the schools ready, or we are just going this week, then the following week we are back home without a solution? How are we going to school? Thank you.
Mimi nikiongezea kwa CS vile alisema juu tunarudi shule Monday. Sa what is the next step? Dorms zimechomwa. Sasa tunaenda like we are going to study, and then what is the next step? Dorms zimechomwa, like hakuna safety shule, the security is low, hakuna safety. Yeah.
For me, the host, I would like to give my panelists a chance to give us their final remarks on the topic of discussion of today, the reasons for school fires and strikes.
Okay, on the final remarks, I'd like to say that the students and the parents and the school, we should counsel and guide our students even though they are not with us. So because at the school the teachers are our second parents, so we should guide and counsel our students very well. Thank you.
So to me, to all students, even as we go back to school, Before you do something, think about your family, think about the community around you. At the moment you do something with people, you will remain in a problem, you by yourself and with your parent. Thank you.
Mimi nikiongezea vile tunarudi shule tufikiri, yani usifanye kitu juu watu wanafanya. Yeah.
This is my plea to the community, to the teachers, to the administrations, to the government, and to Kenya or worldwide, and to Kenya and to the world. Before you send us back to the to our schools, please give us a solution. Please make us feel like we are going to be safe. And this is from us, the panels, on our discussion today.